Sweat Equity Podcast, the #1 comedy business podcast in the world. We've got our guest, Louis Grenier.
Do it.
Everyone hates marketers.
.com.
We got .com and the podcast. Everyone hates marketers by Louis Grenier.
You don't know, do you?
Well, it's French. I'm pretty sure.
It's definitely French.
Give him a 5-star. Give us a 5-star on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, your mom's Walkman, LinkedIn. We're big on LinkedIn. I'm your host, Lyle Smith. And to my right, your left is Eric Redinger.
Thank you for that.
Yep. I'm a little sick.
What?
So we're going to get right to this ad for a Grasshopper. Try grasshopper.com/sweat. Gets you $75 off an annual plan. What's Grasshopper, you say? Well, it's a business phone line. Do you have a Google Voice number going to your business? Fuck that shit. Do you have your phone number going to your business line? Fuck that shit. Try grasshopper.com/sweat. Get you $75 off an annual phone plan. Pick your own vanity number, like 1-800-BUY-TITS.
Okay, I'm sure that's not taken.
Probably taken. 1-800-WOKE-TIT.
You're not going to come up with one that's not taken.
I just did.
Especially 1-800. They used all those. And they went to 1-888 and then
WOKE-TIT.
on
You
down
can do
the line.
local. You can do 1-800 numbers. You can do 188 numbers. 1-855 WOKE-TIT.
That's why all the 1-800 numbers are gone.
Yeah, because all the
Not why, but that's
the good
the
ones.
result of it.
Point being, go on Grasshopper. Try grasshopper.com/sweat. You don't get the $75 off the annual plan unless you go to try grasshopper.com/sweat. Like Keith Sweat. Like Montez Sweat.
Yeah.
Try grasshopper.com/sweat. Get you that $75 off an annual plan for your business phone line. Don't be a jabroni and have it go to your personal cell phone.
Don't do it.
It's the worst. Hello? Is this the business I was trying to call? Hello?
Who?
Hello?
Who?
Try grasshopper.com/sweat. $75 off an annual plan. Let's get this party started. Howdy toddy!
What about my sweat equity? Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity. Sweat equity. What about my sweat equity?
Oh, yeah, we'll just go cold, dude.
Yeah, that's how we do it. We do a little dry rub right into it.
No,
Yeah, I like it as well. I like the improv, man. I don't like when people send me questions in advance and, you know?
You like
Totally.
you like our style of no production.
Exactly. Like unproduction.
Yeah. We do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I can see that. You like the challenge.
Sure. Yeah.
everybody hates everyone. I want to say everybody every time. Everyone hates marketers on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. What else do I send them to? Everyone hates marketers.com.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it started as a podcast and it's turning into a business about fighting bullshit with radical differentiation. Fighting marketing bullshit.
Okay.
Okay.
Lewis is holding up a
All right.
shirt that has a bull with a red cross thing through it. No bullshit.
Yeah,
Well,
no
it looks like
bullshit.
it's anti-bull, but it's all. Oh, it's
Oh,
shitting.
yeah,
Okay,
we
it is
we
shitting.
couldn't
There's
see
a
the
turd.
shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's
It's actually
a turd.
shitting. If there was no shit, it would be anti-bull, which
Gotcha. Yeah,
you
that's
know,
just
doesn't
weird.
make
I
a lot
like
of
beef.
sense.
Well, you could be.
Yeah, exactly.
If you can make a case for anti-bull, I could go for it.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a bear market guy. You're not a bull market guy.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
See how we spun that into a good thing? That's how
That
we
is
do
a
it.
white man joke there.
What, man? Everybody's into Robin Hood and Acorns and GameStop and the Reddit movement, anti-Wall Street. That's what I'm talking about.
Ah,
Yeah?
well, that's how we got hooked up with Lewis here through Reddit.
Yeah. That.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I find your whole
Weird.
tongue-in-cheek kind of brand, for lack of a better way to explain it, your brand messaging at least, as refreshing, because we kind of feel that way as well. Like there's a lot of douchebag marketing people, and I've got an issue with it. I hate SEO companies. How about you?
There's so many things I hate, but I'm going to start with something. I was actually quite happy to receive your message because when I checked out your branding and your message, and I listened to a few of your episodes, even though I had to stop after a while because I was just, my heart was pumping so fast. I was so fucking like couldn't follow. But I really like the brand that you have going on and the fact that you're taking fucking risks, right? Like you're not doing average things for average people. You're clearly not afraid of offending people. And that's one of the core things that I think is the answer to the marketing bullshit. But you know what? The surprising answer to what do I hate about marketing is not actually marketers. I hate the system that make some marketers having to do what they have to do to fucking keep their job, please their boss, feed their family, you know? Like pressure is immense on marketers nowadays, now more than ever with COVID, with bosses who don't understand what marketing is, thinking that marketing is just fucking promotion, and where they have no say about the product they're selling. So it's a tongue-in-cheek business, like the entire message, but I don't blame marketers. I tend to blame others who are forcing them, or some of them at least.
I
do this.
Like a lot of things. It's definitely complex and it's a 3D kind of look, but it's definitely the thing of like, I think there's a lot of bullshit on the marketing side, and I empathize with that. Everyone hates marketers because there's a lot of people that do love the churn. They love the churn. They don't care because they can hide behind a keyboard. I've got a disdain for that. I'm with you on the other side. The good ones, it's not a lot of their fault sometimes. It's usually the client side or the boss side, I should say.
And I think an easy, I mean, quote unquote easy, a simple to understand concept that is not that easy to implement is to think about it in terms of first principles, which are the things that will never change. And when you think about it this way, what are the things that will never change about marketing? It's always about people, understanding them, you know, giving them what they want, giving them a good fucking product, making sure they talk about it to their friends, giving them like something that they can talk about. And when you deviate from that and obsess over specific channels, at the time we're recording this, like Clubhouse is a fucking brand new fucking thing.
I just
Whoa.
Everyone is on it.
I just sent
Dude.
Eric the link to it. Yeah,
That's so weird. We were just talking about it
course
20
you
minutes
were.
ago.
because it's the
Which
the
is
trend.
great.
It's mid-February 2021.
Which is fine, man. Like I don't diss the channel. I think it's a great idea, no problem there. But the problem is when marketers obsess over that instead of obsessing over the customers, they tend to forget the bigger picture, and it's not going to solve your business problem whether you're on Clubhouse or not. So it's those type of things that I try to preach through the podcast, and now it's turning into something a bit bigger. And thanks so much for your time and for inviting me and asking those questions. It means a lot.
Is that it? Are you
Thanks
done?
for having
Bye.
us.
See you later.
Thanks for having me.
Is this you have to explain Clubhouse to us because we don't even get it.
Yeah.
So
All right, so
I don't even know. That's the thing. Like someone will go, "We got to get on Clubhouse." I know what you're talking about.
He told it to me. I said, no. I said, no, I'm not. No.
To be fair, most of the
don't
links
care
I
what it
send
is.
them are pretty bad. So
Whatever black
are you guys-
dick fucking app this is, no thanks.
what's wrong with Black Dick?
have you watched? Are you a fan of The Office, the TV show?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So you know the scene when Oscar comes to Michael and say we have a surplus, and Michael doesn't understand what the fuck it means. So he said, "Can you explain it like I'm 8?"
Right.
So do you want me to explain it like you're 8 or like you're 5?
That's this whole show.
Explain it to me like I'm 5.
Yeah, we're Reddit. We'll go
right.
Reddit. Explain it to
So-
me like our 5.
Imagine you have a lot of time in your hand, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And you just talk shit to each other. But instead of having just the two of you talking shit, you have 300 people listening to you talking shit
Interesting.
at a specific time. You know,
So-
no, but like it's just audio first, audio only, and it's basically a conference call, a webinar, whatever you want to call it. That is audio only. That starts specific time with recurring ones, so you can go into a room and then every day, every week, whatever, you'll have people joining and talking.
That
Okay.
sounds annoying. It sounds.
Yes.
It sounds
Sounds like an obligation.
right. Like
It sounds like it's gonna kill. I mean, people say it's gonna kill podcasting, and people
No.
say a lot of things, but that's the bullshit, and that's the problem. So, first principles: where do your people hang out? if by all means, if all your people are like super edgy, super early adopters, people who just love the new and the shiny in the startup world and who love the fucking hustle in San Francisco, then you're very likely to have Clubhouse to be your first channel you need to be in. If you're selling to elderlies in whatever, like you're selling them like stuff to go up the stairs or whatever, don't go on Clubhouse.
Yeah. Well, we're in Florida, so we're all elderly all the time.
You know that market, right?
We
You know
love
that
it.
very well.
Well, we love it. We're jitterbug cell phone kind of marketers. You know, we're electric or medical device kind of marketers over here. But it's one of those things where we're in the comedy world too, so we know comedians are actually pretty good about getting on the first kind of thing because they're such attention whores. So it's funny, as soon as I signed up from someone that's more of an serial entrepreneur, more in that Bay Area kind of thing, I got the invite. I see all the comedians I know that are in it already because they're trying to whore themselves out as fast as possible, which I think is funny.
And if they can talk shit, I mean, that's the second favorite thing.
I mean,
of
yeah,
a comedian.
that is kind of. I mean, that's what this podcast kind of is in a way, but
Really?
a little bit. We want to talk shit.
Didn't notice.
We've had people on to be a little bit more caustic and kind of, more or less. If we like people, we're not going to shit on them, but it's not. I don't know.
We've definitely had guests who were like, "Oh, this guy. Okay, let's get him on, see what he does." Not you, Louis. Just,
no.
Yeah, right.
That was us. Well, we saw.
And you're in Ireland. Let me guess, because you're smarter. You're getting the tax break. Is that why you're there?
Yeah, let's reinvent history. Yeah, I'm here for the 12.5% profits tax on profit. It's actually not that much of a tax haven, to be honest.
Is it? No?
I mean, no, we pay 12.5% corporation tax. In France, it will be 33% tax on profit. It's not that crazy. Like, I think there's this reputation because of stories with Facebook being here. Now, if you are a wanker and you are Facebook and you want to save tax, then because you're in Europe, then you can use loopholes within Europe by incorporating a lot of shit in Luxembourg because you're based in Ireland. Like, so it's not as simple as me as a small entrepreneur.
Oh, I thought
I don't benefit from any tax break.
I definitely thought Ireland was the spot to go for the tax break for like digital marketers and stuff.
No, that's
really
horseshit.
Interesting. Maybe it is on that bigger level where they do have those offices there for that purpose because it's the least. It sounds like it's the least expensive of all. Your gateway to Europe.
No, it's not. I do. I mean, to be honest, I do like the way. I'm gonna take so much shit for this, but I do like the way the British, the Irish, the Americans do business compared to like the French.
Yeah, that's right.
I've actually never worked in France apart from being like in a fast food employee in supermarket. Okay. So I don't really know the actual business and the way, but I do enjoy the no bullshit. I do enjoy the fact that you can stick your head out and people will most likely like that. While in France, the culture is a bit more the other way. Like, shut the fuck up, level down. Don't really show too much wealth, too much success, whatever, because people are going to feel jealous or you're up to no good. So I do prefer that. And just to answer briefly the question, the reason why I'm in Ireland is just because I was doing an internship 10 years ago here after studying in business school in France. And I stayed. Met my wife, my now wife. And yeah, I'm in Dublin for the last 10 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I mean, how is it over there? How is the scene, I guess, on the digital marketing side or the, I don't want to say nomad marketer, but like, I just feel like there's a lot of, I know you said you've been there. You've been the opposite of a nomad, basically, it sounds like. But how is the entrepreneurial kind of scene there? I'm curious.
It's a small scene. I mean, the Republic of Ireland has only 4.5 million people, which I'm pretty sure is less than Florida, for example, right?
Definitely.
Or even less than fucking Miami.
You're less than probably the middle of Florida if you put us and Orlando together. Yeah.
So it's tiny. I mean, I used to go to startup weekends, which are like weekends where you just go and invent a fucking idea and then group with people you don't know. And then you pitch something on the Sunday and then on the Monday you forget that everyone existed. So there is a few people who are like very kind of startup-y, talking about startups all day, every day, incubators and stuff, but it's quite small. So you kind of know them all once you do one.
Right.
I would challenge you saying that there is no digital marketing side, because digital marketing doesn't exist. There's marketing, but maybe sometimes it's digital.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No.
Debate.
You're doing it with a smize on your face, and it's fine. I agree. I'm someone that got into the digital space, and I really
What space?
the digital space. This online area. This
DigiWeb.
Yeah, this non-tangible part, and I feel like it made me, in a contrarian kind of way, which you could probably respect. It made me go the other way when I would talk to anybody that's in the digital world. It's like, let's not ignore offline. Let's not ignore traditional.
Yeah, it's all the same thing. You can't do it without digital marketing. I mean,
Right.
it has to be online.
It's all integrated. It's all touch points. I always bring up the thing. I've got the sniffles, so you got to excuse me.
Stop doing blow, dude.
Dude, I wish. I wish it wasn't postnasal drip, which is the lamest sounding like sickness. I'm sorry, I got
Right.
postnasal drip. It's this bitch schnoz of mine. I can't help it. But it's that thing of average touch points to buy a car in at least the United States is 25 touch points. 19 are digital, but 6 are not. It's very interesting how a lot of those touch points you don't even know, they're subconscious and all that. But
Yep.
it doesn't eliminate the fact that there is traditional value, and you need to have that touch point there. You're about to pull a book out, which I feel like is going to just totally rock my world.
What I like to say on those type of things is you're absolutely right. Like, but people don't think about it this way, right? We marketers invent new fucking words to make things even more complex than they are. But
Yes.
exactly as you said, people
Attribute.
think about stuff for a long time, right? They think about stuff for a long time. The higher the purchase, the riskier for them. The more they think about it, the more they'll talk about it to their friends and whatnot. But what matters the most for companies, in order to get new customers and so that they come back, they think of you when they want to buy a car, is to build mental availability, which is a great concept. And again, a first principle concept, which is about making sure that they think of you that people think of you when they're ready to buy, or when they're thinking of a car. Like, what's the first brand that comes to mind, and
Top of mind, yeah.
And then seeing you. So it's beyond just top of mind. It's also physical availability, meaning making sure that you have stores everywhere so they can buy from you. And so it's a bit beyond that. And this book is very good for that, like How Brands Grow by Baron Sharp, who's an Aussie guy, I think. And what I like about this book compared to most other marketing books is that it's scientific. And I know the science, the S word in the US right now is not that's popular.
That's not applying to us. We like science.
Yeah.
No, I know.
But dude, I know.
telling you.
I know. It's like that sucks.
Eric doesn't believe in dinosaurs, but other than that,
Other than that, he's cool.
he's a creationist.
How do we still have monkeys? How do we still have them?
But I love going back to those principles to just brush off the buzzwords and think back about. You don't talk about buying a car this way, you don't think, I'm going the traditional way right now because I'm talking to someone whether they know a good brand, and then I'm going to go digital now because I'm going to search on Google.
Oh yeah. You don't think about it that way from the consumer side at all. No, that's the trick of marketing. That's the magic of it, as they like to say. That you don't know you're being marketed to.
Yeah.
And that's the right type of marketing. Tell me more. Like, sorry, you're asking me plenty of questions, but I'm actually super curious. I didn't read on that. So why are you doing this podcast? Like, what's your play?
We're the #1 comedy business podcast in the world because there isn't any others.
Creating a new category. I like it.
It started out with some call us trailblazers, the category creators,
Mostly us,
no big
but-
deals. I'm trying to think of all the buzzwords I can throw out there that annoy me, but
Innovators.
yeah,
Disruptors.
Disruptors is my favorite. I had an agency for 5 years, and Eric worked there as well. We just, it's one of those things where we have a mix of comedy. I think there are a lot of funny things in the business world there's not a lot of authenticity in. I see like LinkedIn is the opposite of content that you would call authentic, and I thought there was a good lane for this kind of, professional world meets like kind of real stand-up talk in a way.
Yeah, we definitely have that creative monkey on our back that we want to produce things, and for us, we find ourselves funny.
But
we think that, we'll sit down and talk for a while. And should I change the camera so people can't see how disgusting you are?
What, all my
Jesus
jizz rags
Christ,
on here?
dude.
Here.
Look at this shit, dude. Come on, man.
What? They just have my bugs on it. No, my thing was like, the talks I have with people behind closed doors are way more interesting. Here's the other thing. We know what we don't know. And so by this podcast as a vehicle to have someone like, I would never reach out and go, hey, can we talk for 30 minutes, on Clubhouse?
Right.
Or some other thing you hate?
Can we be friends for we're not going to do anything with it. Just,
So there is, that was I would call that a symptom of, that was like something that happened as a residual effect of having the podcast is going out of your comfort zone to reach out to people to go, hey, I like what you're doing over here. Can you come on? Now you see it. I'm sure you've seen this too. This is my least favorite thing. People making podcasts in the business world just to get the lead to talk to them, which is smart.
know.
It's smart. But the comedian side of me, the authentic, keep it real kind of side of me really hates it. It's smart. It works. I if someone asks me to come on their podcast and I get that sniff of it, you just asked me on to get my business.
Yeah.
I'll call it out in the first, like, I'll make sure to make it like minute 3 in case they need to edit it.
yeah, you lull them in.
Yeah.
Be
I'll
like,
go, oh, is that why you had me on?
yeah.
To you wanted to, oh, I know this is a lead gen thing. And they're like, huh? I'm like, you
But
think I'm a fucking
that's a
idiot?
good point. And that's why podcasting is getting so popular, because people get the idea that it's a Trojan horse for you to make friends, build connections. And now for business, like for my own, I reach.
Well, we have a
more than
proposal
one-
for you after the show. Is that okay?
Of course.
We're going to send it via Proposify. Yeah.
I've reached 1 million downloads through the podcast over the last 4 years, right?
I saw.
So
Congrats.
quite a lot. However,
Humble brag.
I found it incredibly difficult to convert listeners into anything
Well,
more than people listening, right? So
what do you want
over
to do?
time, well, no, over time, my point is that to, like, quote unquote monetize, or if you're trying to launch a podcast right now and want to make money of it and think even with 20,000 fucking listens every week, you're going to get anything, apart from maybe good sponsorship and good deals like that, you're going to struggle, is my point. So it's a Trojan horse for the next thing, which is people adding me on LinkedIn or Twitter, joining my email list, but it takes a long time. So it's not an easy channel for that. But to build connections like we are right now and to make friends, and it's fucking awesome.
Well, we talk about it like him and I will do this if 10 people are listening. And that's where it needs to start.
Yeah. There has to be that passion. It can't be, if you go in, this is going to be my job. If I fail at it, I'm done. It's like, that's not going to be a good podcast.
I still do.
You get somebody overthinking things every sentence. Jeez.
I'll still do stand up in front of 10 people too. Like, you have to do it in a way to
Like the craft, the process.
you don't love it while you're in it, but I mean, you do over time, and it's just about a bunch of reps. I still don't think we're where we know we can be with the show, but for us, again, on the comedy side, the comedy business side, a lot of guys have a podcast, so they sell tickets on the road. A lot of people can do live podcasts. That might be something down the line for us if we can get enough.
But the link is a bit more obvious, right, for you, like, because
it's more
what
creative.
you're hearing on the podcast could be material that you could hear live as well, and it's like
but
maybe the link is closer.
We improv so much that it's not things I'm repeating are usually from someone else, and it's usually kind of stuff from. I always like to say we're gonna only repeat stuff I heard from smarter people. It's not stuff I'm coming up with whole cloth. I mean, that's all business to me, right? Mm-hmm. Business is going, they do this well, we're going to do this a little bit better. We're going to copy what they did, and we're going to do it a little bit better or different or whatever you want to call it. So what brought you, I'm curious, what frustration brought you to the contrarian brand of everyone hates marketers?
I mean, I was called by my history teacher in high school an intellectual terrorist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice
And it
teacher.
shook me to my core, man. I mean, this teacher, like that's the word I would always never forget, because I remember I was being so shaken. It was a few years after 9/11, and even in France, obviously, like it was still a very, very sore, sensitive topic. And to be called like that, I realized how fucking of an asshole I was to all of my professor teachers. So I used to try to find flaws in their thinking all the time, and to the point where it's just I think been part of my psyche after, like it just constantly trying to pick and poke holes. And I did that with my parents, friends, everyone.
Were you class clown?
It wasn't really clown. It was more like trying desperately to get attention from others by not necessarily being funny, but
that's
trying
clowning?
to be
Okay,
smart.
we know that game.
Well, comedy's about contrast, right? You're trying to get a
Yeah.
rise out of them, and maybe
Yeah,
you did it
exactly. But for myself,
right? But maybe you did it in a dickish way. Like I'm seeing the I'm not touching you kind of kid. You know, puts the hands in the face. Y'all have those kids.
yeah, that
Right.
kind of shit, maybe
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not touching you.
Not
Yeah, I'm
touching
not
you.
touching you.
You're
It's
like,
like-
God,
to get a reaction.
right.
To get a reaction, you know. And so it never really left me, but I kind of forgot it when I started in marketing, and I forgot that was my edge. That was the reason why I was in marketing, was actually to make people react and find new ways to make people react and to make people do what we'd like them to do, you know. And in the start of my career, I did crazy, stupid black hat stuff that never really worked, like stuffing keywords into a page, and you know.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
don't put your
Well,
thumb at me.
Lot.
And
Lot
it's
of
fine.
do
Like
that.
I don't.
Blackest hat.
But then after a
Tangle.
while, I realized
Tangle black.
what I was so pissed off about, and when I linked that back to that part of my personality, I was like, aha, this is who I am. Like I'm a contrarian. I love that. I love just for the thrill of it. Sometimes I don't necessarily disagree, but I just fucking love just telling you something else, just to fucking annoy you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like we're cut from the same cloth.
Yeah, I can see
Have you
that.
been told you would have made a good lawyer?
No,
Really?
Not that smart, man.
Really?
No, not
'Cause
that smart.
It's typically more. You don't have to be. Well, maybe the attorney field has lowered here in the United States lately, but everybody's like, if you have a strong angle and you're kind of a contrarian, you can kind of see. I see it as a plus. I've always thought of myself in a similar way. So,
Plus the law is different in Europe. You know.
oh yeah, maybe.
I mean,
maybe it's a little. I don't know. Maybe it's
they're,
not as.
they're way different rules. You know.
You don't have 3,000 billboards for attorneys over there.
Yeah.
No. You can't. As a lawyer, you can't advertise in France
Yeah, I would say that would make
at
it
all.
so definitely different.
right.
They are treated as big business.
But I get it. I get exactly the point. My dad wanted to be a lawyer for the same reason. He's like an asshole just like me.
Well-
and he kind of lost his way.
But-
Became a teacher.
Comedians do the same thing. Look at Bill Burr. You'll watch his stand-up. What he does in the last couple. He's the best example because he will take the opposite angle of what's popular and he will make you think about it. The Donald Sterling thing with the Clippers owner,
And then he'll flip you.
and then he'll just talk about it in such a way. It's not what he believes in, honestly. A lot of the time, he just knows that angle is going to get a rise out of you. He just wants you to see the other side, and that's I see that in good debaters. I see that in good. Just listen to Elon Musk on Rogan, and he does it in a different way. Elon Musk's talking about like, I just don't spend time in things that don't make sense to me. It basically is his milieu, and so it's like he's a contrarian in the fact that he doesn't get caught up in the bullshit, and his way of thinking. So what? I run 5 businesses. So what? And everybody's like, well, that seems like a lot. Oh, and he's like, I know. I hire good people. He is the most pragmatic guy of all time because he's just like, I don't think about anything like that. I don't spend any effort in that area, which is interesting. I want to make sure.
But that's exactly it.
Right. But your contrarian's not a bad thing. It's a pejorative mostly, I'd say.
It's seeing both sides. It's a well-rounded thing as long as you're not a dick about it. You know, it's a skill
Yeah, you keep telling us
to
you're
not
a
be
dick.
dug in
No.
on something all the time. You know.
If you're an asshole,
'cause
we're
I was-
going to believe you.
I was adding an extra. I think there was the extra edge of the wrong tone, the wrong
Sure.
timing, maybe all of that. But now I'm using it for good.
How about this? I found out I could be a dick on stage as long as I smile. As long as I'm going like this, everything's all right,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No one's trying to wait
Wipe
for
that
me after.
smile right off your
No one's
face.
waiting for me after a show. I'm just at a barbecue, man. Well, I want to make sure to ask this question because we'll have you back on. We try to keep these episodes pretty short. What if you could travel back in time and you could see your 13-year-old asshole dickish self in history class? Doesn't have to be a history class. But if you could travel back in time and give your 13-year-old self some advice, what would that advice be?
Well, it's the most cliche answer, but people who went through that journey will understand. I'm pretty sure the two of you will understand because you're both creative people. Is to follow my gut a bit more. I think sometimes your body, your mind tells you to follow something because there is this energy in it. Like you want to do it because you fucking want to do it. Mm-hmm. And I wish I followed that instead of like forcing myself not to. So I would tell my 13-year-old self to do that and follow what excites him, to not feel like it's geeky to go on the internet all the time and pursue that because I was just fucking energized by it. So.
Any specific story? I feel like I can see the wheels churning on a couple of things that are right in your
Right smile.
Yeah.
I was the first one of all my friends who have high-speed internet, right?
Okay.
So porn.
And exactly.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft 3, kind of shit like that. But not only, like I was following like a few blogs on business and whatnot and psychology stuff. Like I read a few books at my brother's place about psychology when I was young, and that fired me up, man. And I kind of forgot about it for a while until I came back to it because you see the psychological stuff, like the psychological bias and stuff, was another way to get a reaction out of people, to elicit something. And yeah, I wish I had known that from the start, but it's part of the journey. So
hey, for a marketer, I mean, psychology is everything. You know,
Absolutely.
That's all
huge.
business is. Yeah. Business is just basic psychology. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, let's have you back on pretty soon, like a month. We'll probably have more pointed stuff to hit you with, but I can definitely see you'd be a great guest to
Yeah,
kinda
man.
continue
It
to
was
come
fun.
on.
That was great. Love it.
Well, thanks so much for taking the time in those weird fucking times.
No,
Yeah.
hey, I
And-
apologize for rescheduling last week. We didn't have internet or something. So,
So good.
hey, we'll definitely have you back on because I want to see. I want to listen to a few of your podcasts.
Yeah, man.
Maybe chew the
Do.
fat on some of those. All right, bud.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for your time, and let me know when you want to do that again, okay?
For sure.
Definitely. Thank you.
All right, buddy. See ya.
Equity.